July 2nd to everyone. Um, Today, this will be a quick video on what does it mean to be a nation and kind of national patriotism. If any of you were watching last night, the U.S. men's soccer won in their round of 32 World Cup match, which was pretty awesome. And I thought it was pretty neat. You have a massive stadium full of fans from around the world cheering on a team that's very diverse in where the backgrounds from all the team members of that team are playing from. And everybody's rooting for USA, USA, USA. Pretty cool. So go Team USA. And in manufacturing, it's very similar, right? We're a very diverse country, a very diverse nation. We also have a lot of international collaborations with other countries. And so how do we as a US manufacturing company interact on the global scale? And I think it's important to look at the national pride. We are made in the USA, made in Wyoming here in the USA, and having pride in that fact that we can create really cool things locally and nationally, but also understanding that we are a global society where we interact with a lot of people from other cultures around the world. A couple, questions that have come up in the recent week about Mount Meadowall's policy on things. Some people are asking about immigration. Where's our stance on immigration? And it's an interesting one. So case study, or a point in case, we tried for 2 years to get a young man from Nigeria who had a degree in chemical engineering, some background in dyeing. We tried to get in here through a work visa, to come here to the U.S. to help run our dye operation. And we were rejected the first round. It goes through a lottery system. Then we were accepted in the lottery, and then it went through this whole review stage, and then eventually his visa was denied. So immigration is a tough one. So I think from a manufacturing standpoint, we have to find a way to get quality workers, both internally in the United States and brought in from externally outside the United States to keep our facilities running. And so what I look at in a large degree is job creation locally. How do we create skill sets for people to learn from the ground up manufacturing skills? We work with a local community college with a variety of other manufacturers in creating career pathways for kids from as early as middle school into high school to create curriculums for them that can get them jobs after high school into manufacturing. So we work heavily with several manufacturers in that area and with the local community college. Really kind of fun aspect to try and get these skill sets to pass those on to new generations. But also keeping a broad perspective of how do we bring new people in, especially in skill sets that are lacking in the United States, where we might not have the skilled labor and or just basic labor for like shearing in the wool industry. We bring a lot of shears in from overseas, herders to run operations that are large operations. They'll bring in herders from overseas. And so there is a multinational component to what we do in the United States in creating that Made in America vision. Another highlight to talk to you about would be the trip to the Capitol that I had this April. So I was able to meet with both the representative from Wyoming, Representative Hageman, and the senator from Wyoming, Senator Barrasso. And they both had time to meet with me. Very impressed with their work at the Capitol. Kind of tireless. They are working tirelessly as civil servants for society, and I think that's great to see them in action. And they were able to talk to us about technology, how we use technology in the workplace, and this is a major component of it. So today, actually the last week or so, I've been working on this machine. This machine is a 2007 era machine, and the circuitry in it is, I've got one for you out here, a bunch of old 2005, 2004, 3 era circuit boards. So one of the challenges we have is how do I keep this machine that's 2007 era with older circuitry, so 2003, 4, 5, 6 is there, the circuitry in it, and how do we keep these machines running long term? And a lot of it comes down to the technology. Technology has progressed massively from what it was when these were made, and so we're working with redeveloping these using AI tools to try and redesign the circuitry and build new components that can keep these machines running long term. We went to a Google summit. Google hosted that business summit in Washington, D.C. to talk about the Google tools that they have and that they're creating to help small businesses in the United States. And then also talk to legislatures so that they know how we use those large tools that are created by those big brands, the Googles, the Amazons of the world, who are creating these digital tools that then we as a small business can use to elevate the work that we do. So I just wanted to showcase that to you guys today, kind of the topic of a nation, national pride, and also looking at the multinational dimensions that we do as companies in the United States. I hope you have a great day, and we'll touch base with you tomorrow.